When the
So, hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, that's
Tired.
nice. Welcome to Bergen.
Thank you. Tack. So, can you sum up your career a bit? You've been playing in Immortal in the late 80s.
Yeah,
So you've been playing in the scene in a long time.
yeah. I started playing guitar when I was around 14, 15, around like that. And I started a band called Abyssor when I was 15, just rehearsing in my room, kind of. And started to getting known to some people. You know, at that time it was very few people into metal at all, which I knew about. And I met this guy from Arna in Bergen. Now he's known as Demonos, Harald. By the way, he was at Garage when we were there.
Okay.
And then we started a band called Sacrecy, where I played the drums. He did the vocals and guitars. We had another guy play bass guitar. And we changed the name to Amputation. This was around 87, 89, no, 87, 88. And then we met Olva Abbott from Immortal.
Mm-hmm.
He was then playing in a band called Old Funeral. And we started to hang out together, and one of their drummer in Old Funeral, called Padden, he was then started to play with me and Harald in Amputation. We released 2 demos, and then we changed the name to Immortal. Padden was out of the picture. It was me, Harald, another drummer from Bergen, and Olva Abbott. We released a promo demo in, I think it was 89, 90 or something. And then I quit it in Immortal, started the next day in Old Funeral. Played there for a year, and in between that I was getting in touch with Remy, the drummer of Hades. We started to talk about playing a different kind of music, different kind of black metal. Because at that time a lot of people were playing like very blast beats, and the faster the better, you know. Mm-hmm. We want to play slow, more, what do you say, Viking metal, kind of a more atmosphere into it. So we formed Hades in late 91, beginning of 92. So it's been a long ride with several bodies and artist relations and stuff like that.
And since then you've stayed in Hades, so for more than 20 years now.
Yeah.
How do you explain such longevity for a black metal band? It's not that common.
It's pretty strange. The years passes by, you know, and me and Janto and Remy we know each other very well. We fight a lot. We are kind of the same guys. You know, we know each other almost too good, you know, because we know what the other guy would expect. If I make a guitar riff, I know if they would like it or not before I show it to them. So it's just been a very bumpy ride, but very creative, and it's kind of the first rehearsings we had were very like, you know, when you are 18, 19, 20 years old, you're very into everything. And you're supposed to, when you're 20 years later, you're not that into the music, but we are still in the same, like the first rehearsing. We are like kids when we are rehearsing. We are fighting, we are fucking each other up, you know, fuck off, I hate you, and drinking beer, and the same. Always been the same. We just had a couple of, we had one session guitarist for 2 gigs, and we had a guitar player from 94 until 98, and we had another guitar player from 93 till 94. Apart from that, we've been a 3-piece on the way. So it's still working.
And the last album was released in 2001, I think.
Yeah.
How come there is nothing new since then?
A lot of reasons.
Yeah, I heard in other interviews you said a new album was in preparation, but...
What?
I read in other interviews that a new album was in preparation.
Yeah.
And
we are now finished with a pre-production for a new album. We recorded 3 songs. We are now been in touch with different labels to record, to release it, and the plan now is we haven't fully decided which label will release it, but we have ordered studio time in April. We will use the spring and the summer to record a new album, make a music video, and when the early fall is coming, we will release a single and a music video, and the late fall we will release the new album in 2013.
So you're ready?
Yeah, we are ready.
When?
We will record most of the album here in Bergen, and do the additional work and the mixing parts in Marseille in France. So we are ready. The reason it took so many years is because yeah, a lot of stress and a lot of personal stuff for all of us. Both Remi and Janto got children. I started playing in Dominance 3 years ago, and Janto played in a rock and roll band called Bourbon Flame. Took a lot of time, and Remi just wrote a book about reptiles and amphibians, and so a lot of stuff, and the years passes by, and there was never time, and we were not ready. We will never release anything before we are ready for it. Okay. We are not that kind of band who release anything every year and go on a tour and into the studio again to be efficient, effective. So we want to do it when it's ready. That's it.
So in April you'll be recording, but you also have a gig planned in Germany?
Huh?
In April you'll be recording the album, but you also have a gig planned in Germany?
Yeah,
Is there any other European dates planned?
Not yet. We are still negotiating with some gigs in Eastern Europe and some festivals, but I can imagine we will play maybe tops 4 or 5 gigs next year before the album recordings.
And are you planning a tour afterwards?
Yeah. Yeah. We will then start a tour in around November, December next year.
And about your other project, Dominance, can you tell a bit more about it?
Yeah, that started out for me personally as a session guitarist 3 years ago. A friend of mine who were nagging me, asking me all the time if I want to join him on guitar, and I said no, I don't want to do anything other than Hades. And then after a trip to Poland, he convinced me that this is worth a try. And I started out on a few gigs in Poland and in Bergen as a session guitar player. And then I got more and more involved. Things I couldn't use with Hades, I used them in Dominance. So he released last year an album, the debut album. I didn't appear so much there, 2 or 3 guitar riffs and harmonies and stuff like that. And now the last year I've been more and more involved. So we are finished with the second album. The songs are ready there. We are going to record them in the spring before I go to the studio with Hades. So it's busy
for you to
busy year next year. Very busy.
Okay.
But I think it will turn out great. Nice to have a lot to do, you know.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people watching this?
I would like to say, watch out for Hades. We will be in your town. You know. All right, and thanks for the interview.
Thank you.